Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Legacy Lost Music and Radio Paradise Show. We deal with amateur radio, scanners, ham radio, electronics, antennas, just about a little bit of everything. And thank you for being patient with the lack of camera and microphones. And I just want to give a shout out to Uncle Ken. I did chop some of the hair off, and the beard there is getting a little excessive there. So, anyway, what I'm going to do today is a quick overview of a generic Amazon.com. I needed a power cord for my TYT, which is very similar to some Kenwoods. I think even ICOM maybe uses, I'm not sure. But I know definitely the Yaesu and this TYT 9800 uses a T connector. So I ordered this from Amazon. It's some kind of X001B5 Zulu Victor Whiskey Lima 12 volt power cord, 7 foot. It says 8800 transceiver, made in China. And anyway, I ordered this for $8 online off Amazon, and it comes in a nice little package here. And this little ring, I added this to it. But anyway, it's got a 15 amp glass fuse in the tip here. And the wire seems pretty good thickness on here. It's I think it's just a gauge smaller than what the factory is, or it's close to it. But it's only 7 foot, and the radio only draws, I don't think, any more from the factory. I think it says 8.9 amps, so this is more than enough. And I don't like to use any radio on high power if I can help it anyway, and especially in the amateur radio use. Anyway, this has got a quick disconnect T connector, and just one word on these connectors. I don't know if anybody ever really notices. They can't be clocked wrong, and what I'm talking about is the slot. Make sure the positive is on, the horizontal part here for the cable. You just want to make sure before you ever plug anything in. You don't know. It's sometimes not 100% quick disconnect, and sometimes if you look here in the center of the connector, it's on this one, it's to the right hand side here. So if you look at that, it's not directly centered, it's to the right. Now some plugs I've heard would be on this side, and you can't get it won't line up. It doesn't click in and lock into place, and the tang would be over here instead of over here. So you got to make sure that this lines up and then the polarity is proper before you just plug it in. You know, when you're getting something that's not factory, and this is made for an 8800 model radio, but it said it was on the manufacturers, but it's $8. They have other ones. Some have glass fuses. Some are a little bit thicker. Some are longer. But this is just a quick plug it in the cigarette lighter. Anything over like 10 to 15 amps draw, I don't recommend using naturally off a cigarette lighter plug. Just because the fuse on them are usually max rated at like 15 amps. But something like this, or like a low power CB radio or scanner, or anything under like 5 to 10 amps or something, and no problem, So I would use a cigarette lighter. This is just like a quick temporary thing. So if you want to take it in the car, put it in another car, take it somewhere you can use it, and then bring it in the house. If you don't have permanently mounted. And right now that's what I'm going to do. And but these works for several different radios, and again, $8 off Amazon. This one works excellent, and again, this one just has a single fuse in here. The power plug itself that goes to the radio has another fuse, so it's actually would be double fused on that. So the radio would be plenty protected on that. So anyway, this has got 15 amp. It's got the T plug, and make sure it's got the right. Make sure your positive and negatives are to the right pins that correspond with your actual radio you're plugging it into. Make sure it's on the proper side. And this one here, you can see if you were to plug it in from the bottom, it would be on the right side of the T pin. So anyway, and but that's that, and highly recommend. $8, can't beat it. Go order you one, and you'll be glad you did. Peace out. 73. Give us a thumbs up.